Um, a lot of credit to Kentucky. Obviously, they're a high-powered offensive team, and they came at us, and we didn't do a very good job of defending the basketball early in the game. They just drove us and kind of put us on our heels, and by the time the game settled down, we're down 17, 18, something like that, and we regrouped and made it a competitive game, and there, at the end, some guys just got tired. We weren't any good at practice yesterday, and I was very concerned. It's the first time all year we've had a bad practice, and I was very concerned about our team coming in today to play on this stage as bad as we were yesterday.
Questions? Dave?
Question, go. Get the Carlos microphone to you.
Frank, just how much did PJ's absence affect you defensively? Was it just they didn't quite have that perimeter look that they normally show?
Talking about a 6'6" guy that knows how to defend. The bigger problem is now you're playing a lot of inexperienced guys at Rupp Arena against the number 5 team in the country or whatever they are, that's high-powered offensively in front of 25,000 people. Hey, by the way, we've made progress as a program. So I remember sitting here with you guys some years ago and telling you that I've been in this building as a fan since I coached a couple guys that played for me in high school that played here. And the first time I ever heard this building quiet was when we were in here 3 years ago. We obviously have made progress because it was real loud in there today. But it's that's where you hurt, is you lose experience, and now you're throwing guys that are out there for the first time. And I can say here, Sonny had the flu, he hasn't even practiced, and now he's got to play. Whatever, no excuse. They beat us. It is what it is.
Frank, could you talk a little bit about the lift that Kentucky got from Willis and Hawkins off the bench today?
Yeah, he always kills us. Willis always gets us, and we tried real hard to prepare for those corner threes, and my big guys didn't play. They didn't play well today. We were bad yesterday in practice. I'm just telling you. I'm not trying to say that we gave him open shots. He made a couple tough ones, and give that kid credit. Upperclassman, making plays to help his team, always gets us. But I knew we were not going to be defensively any good today, and we picked the wrong team to be bad on defense against. And we went to that zone and it kind of settled them down a little bit. Obviously, Fox going out of the game impacts them offensively, but then coming down the stretch, we had some bad breakdowns defensively, and the game open shots, and give them credit. Willis, Monk, they're good players. They made it.
Frank, you've mentioned a couple of times about the recent practice not being what you wanted. What was going on or not going on in that practice that told you this is not good?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I wish I had a better answer for you, Jerry. No idea. It's the first time all year that we weren't any good. One thing I can say about our team this year is they since the summer, they've come in every single day and they've competed. They force each other to work. And yesterday, I don't think we pay too much attention to how young our basketball team really is. We got a couple seniors, and 3 to be exact. And then everyone else, Chris Silva's a sophomore, PJ sophomore, he didn't play. So now we get even younger because everyone else on our team is a first-year guy. And we just weren't good. I wish I had a better answer for it, Jerry. I'm not trying to hide anything, or I wouldn't have told you we were bad in practice.
Right. When did you realize that PJ wasn't going to be able to go, and how much of the onus did Sindarius take on knowing that PJ wasn't going to be able to play?
Yeah, I'll answer the second part first. Sin's a winner. Those of you guys that asked me about him, he's a winner. He loves the big stage. He loves to compete. He loves to play. He loves to play within our structure, not just go out there and do whatever he wants to do. 90% of what he did today was through our structure, and he understands it so well that he's extremely aggressive in it. Yesterday at practice, towards the end, PJ went up for a layup and he landed, and he kind of looked awkward. but he didn't say anything. Then when we were on the plane on the way here, he started spasming up pretty bad. Our trainer, Mark Roger, who's phenomenal, our physician who's with us, they treated him all night, all day today. I don't know if any of you have ever had a back spasm. I've had 7 knee surgeries. I'll take any of those before I deal with a back spasm. It's not a comfortable thing, so we just got to keep treating it and hope that thing kind of cools off and try and get him ready for Tuesday.
Frank, a couple of questions. One, with what TaMarcus was able to do today, do you see his minutes increasing, especially if the offense continues to struggle as much as it has?
Yeah, with him, everything's his hip. Everything's his hip. He felt real good. He was one of the few guys that was good in practice yesterday. And he felt real good earlier today. And I messed up. I should have played him earlier in the game. I tried to kind of stick with our rotation, and I should have just gone to him because he had a little pep in his step. And, I'm just telling you, this is a kid playing on one hip. That other hip, the way it's rebuilt, it's not meant for somebody to play college basketball, but he's got unbelievable courage, and so everything is managing him when his body feels right.
And also with the week, you guys split. You got one at home. Didn't get this one today, obviously, but how good do you feel about the team's prospects in these next 12?
Dave, you cover our team. I don't think about 12, I think about 1. And once we win a game, that's not helping us win or lose the next game. We didn't wake up last Monday and say, let's split. If we split, we had a great week. We woke up last Monday and said, let's go play Florida. And when that one's over, we got to get on a plane and go to Kentucky, and then we'll deal with that one when the time comes. And, we'll get on the plane, go home today, and the leadership of our team, those 3 guys are phenomenal. They'll come in and get the guys ready to go tomorrow. And our guys have been good this year. We've got a good basketball team. We weren't good yesterday, and we actually tried to be halfway decent today, which kind of got me excited. But we're not good enough to play well without preparing well.
Frank, did you all do anything special to take Briscoe out of the game offensively for Kentucky?
No, just, we didn't do a very good job on Monk, did we? What do you know? Yeah, that's 5 over his average. And that's one thing about us is we've been pretty good at taking people's leading scores and holding them down. We didn't do a very good job on Monk. I thought we were real bad on him actually, but he's a real good player. With Briscoe, I think what hurt him too is that he moved to point guard in the second half, and he wasn't off the ball where he was more in attack mode. But he made plays for him. I think he had 6 turnovers at halftime. I haven't even seen the final stat sheet. Yeah, so he only had 1 in the second half, 4 assists. Monk got a lot of shots because of his play. I don't know their team. I'm not in their locker room. I don't ask Cal about his team. He and I speak about a lot, but we don't speak about each other's teams because we got to play each other. It seems to me that he's the backbone of that basketball team. He's the guy that makes everyone go. That's just my opinion as an outsider. And I think he did that for him. He kept them in place. When we made that push, he's the one that kind of regathered them and, made the adjustment to point guard in the second half. And it worked out for them.
Frank, Kentucky likes to obviously play a fast-paced game. Do you think you guys were able to slow it down enough to where you had a chance? And then what do you think of Rakeem's first start, especially on this big stage?
Yeah, we weren't trying to play slow. That's not what we do. If I would have walked into practice and told our guys we're playing slow, they would have freaked out. They said, "Oh, this guy don't believe we can win." We took more shots than they did. They made 3 more threes than us. They made several layups more than us. Early in the game, we were just on our heels a little bit. That's the first 8 minutes of the game. That's where, they're too good offensively to come back from so far from behind, because eventually they're going to make another run. And, Rakeem, he was nervous. It is what it is. He settled down, played better in the second half. But like freshmen, they get wrapped up in the moment. And he had some missed assignments on offense. And then offensively, it's not like he was trying to line up and guard a guy that plays like me. He's trying to guard some real good players. And once he settled down, he played better. I thought he was real nervous early in the game.
Frank Sindarius kind of got off to a slow start scoring-wise, but then really picked it up. Was there something there, do you think, that got it going?
He's our guy. Jerry, when we lost those 3 games without him, he's our guy. He is the guy on our basketball team. He's the guy that gets to the line. He's the guy that can post. He's the guy that can shoot. We play him at the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4. He's our guy, and he's the guy that brings the toughness to our basketball team. He's the guy that brings the demeanor. He's the guy he's the personality of our team, and I'm real proud of him. He's having a heck of a senior year. He's done a great job of leading this team, and I'm going to expect him to be real good in practice tomorrow.
Frank, y'all got into really early foul trouble in the first half, and then a couple of guys picked up some fourth fouls early in the second half. How much did that affect you guys? And it seemed like y'all were going to Chris Silva early on the offensive end. Did having him come out of the game affect y'all on offense as well as defense?
We should be used to him and Mike being in foul trouble. That's all they do is foul. It's feast or famine. They either end the game with 0 points and 5 fouls, or they score 12 points, 7 rebounds. It's no in between with those guys. And we did try to go. We were trying to put some fouls on Bam early in the game by trying to go at him. He went at us, so we didn't go at him. Those 2 guys didn't play well. You're talking about Mike and Chris. Yeah, they neither one played well.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.